Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to Glorious Crafts. And today I'm going to be making some flowers out of foam sheets. And I got a big stack of foam from Walmart, foam papers. And the first flower I'm going to do is lavender. Very easy peasy how to make it, but this is what it looks like. So we're going to start with purple foam paper, and then I'm going to get my roller, and I am going to make a line right here. I'm going to put the foam underneath the roller. I'm taking this piece of wood and scoring it just like this. Then I'm going to cut down where I made the line just like this. Now folding this in half all the way down. Now you can either glue it now or wait. And I am going to, not the open end, but the other end, I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to cut little lines all the way down. So this is what it'll look like. So I already have one cut. It's cut all the way down. Now I'm going to glue this to shut it. So I'm going to put some glue on it, and then I fold it in half. Just like that. Then I'm going to continue down my foam paper, closing putting it right in half. So you're going to want at least 2 pieces total of your foam glued in half just like this. You want to make sure it closes. If it's not closing, put some more glue on it. And go all the way down your foam paper and fold it in half. And you're going to do that twice. So you want to fold it in half 2 times. What I mean by 2 times is you want to do it twice. So you want 2 of the foam that you did and you cut. You want 2 strips of these folded in half and glued in the middle. Then I'm taking a straw and I'm going to take the green floral tape and I'm going to wrap it around my straw just like this. Very, very simple. So you wrap all the way around to the end, and there you go. So now you have your straw wrapped in the green. So this one piece is sticking up. I'm going to cut that off. Got my glue gun. I'm going to take it and put a line on it, and I'm going to put my purple foam on the straw. I'm going to give it a couple seconds for it to dry, maybe a minute, to make sure that it's adhered. And now you need to start wrapping it. If it starts to come undone, just add more glue. And I'm going all the way down my straw. Whoops, and it came apart. So let's try that again. It worked out so much better before. So I'm going to put that on there. I obviously didn't wait enough, so put some more glue on. Taking my purple foam, and you want the cut end on the top, just like this. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds and start wrapping. Careful as you wrap it. Add more glue as you go. Just had to hold that. So as you're going, you can add more glue so it will adhere. Started to come undone, so and wrap all the way down. So once you have the first row secure, you're going to just start where you ended. Put some glue there and do the exact same thing. Start wrapping it around. Just like this. Add glue when you feel you need to add some glue. This piece needs a little glue too. Push this down. Add some more glue. And a little more. Now for the top, the bottom's not done yet. I thought it was adhered, it is not. Add a little bit more glue to this. You can fluff these out a little if you'd like. Okay, I'm finally done with that. Hopefully it'll stay together. Now, the pieces I cut on the top here, when I started this one, to show you how to do it, I'm just going to cut this, put some glue down here, push it together, just like that, roll it, put some glue on it, and put it on the top. To have the top of the lavender. Now, right here, it's so much glue. I don't like the way it looks. I'm going to add some more foam to this. So, the paper that I was using to show you, I'm going to cut more. Just like that. Glue right here. and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to add this to my lavender. Maybe a little less than what I've got there, so cut that. Get some glue on the bottom part, right like that. And I'm going to stick it in here, right like that. So here they are. That's craft 1 on how to make lavender. For the next craft, I'm going to be making roses. Little rose buds. Like I did that teddy bear with all the little rose buds, I now know how to make the roses. So I'm going to take the felt and make it about the width of the roller. And I drew a line down, so I'm going to cut this where I drew the line. Then I'm going to fold it in half, and cut down the middle. So I'm putting a crease in it so I know how far down to do it. And you're going to want to cut and leave the top right like this. And this is what your roses are going to look like, just like that. So what you do is you crisscross just like this, and you put glue. I have a strand of glue here, right here, just a little bit of glue, and you crisscross it right at the top, just like that. Then you do it again. You crisscross. It's going to start folding, but we will fix that. So you're going to crisscross again. Again, you're going to add glue. So right now, this is what they look like. They're just crisscrossed. It's got a little glue on it. Now you're going to fold it over again. Just like that. Fold it over and add glue. Right in this spot. You're going to continue to fold over your foam. You're just going to keep folding it over, just like that. Fold it again. You want to make sure it stays down though. Fold it again. This is not staying down, so give me a moment. Need more glue. Just like that. Fold it again. And you braid it or fold it over all the way to the end. again. And again. And you will have something that looks like this. Okay. Then you're going to do the same thing to the other piece. Now that you have both pieces done, you're going to want to take your scissors and round this out. Make sure you don't cut that piece that you kept it together, and then round this out. And then the same for this one. So what I'm saying is the piece where you kept it together at the top before you started folding, you don't want to cut that. And then you want to round this out. Okay. Now, take your iron, and this is going to help you straighten this out. So you're going to leave, not leave, but place your foam on here, just kind of straighten your little tie, you know, twisted stuff so that it's longer, okay, and not as crinkly. So again, just putting the foam paper on the iron to help straighten this out some. It will not burn, it will not leave residue on your iron either. So here's the piece right here. Now what you do is you take your piece just like this, and you put glue on the inside. I'm going to use my finger protector, and you're going to want to start rolling, which the one piece went, this piece did not, so here we go. So I'm going to want these two pieces right here, this piece and this piece. I used two different things of glue for this. Now you're just going to start rolling it like a beautiful flower, just like this. Every once in a while, add a bead of glue. Okay? So you're just rolling it. Look how pretty that's turning out. And here it is. I'm going to show you again. You're going to take either side and you're going to put some glue on it, and you're going to roll it tightly because it's going to be the center bud area, and you're just going to start rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm going to add some more glue. Going to add some more glue. This is the easiest way I found to make the roses from foam. So here it is. So I have made a total, whoops, this is not staying. Okay, so I made 4 of the roses out of foam. Well, foam roses. Now I'm going to be making, I believe this is called a tiger lily. And you're just going to do petals that look like this, just cut in a point. And I cut out 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And I'm going to take my iron and folding this petal in half and stretching it, and I'm going to put it on the iron so that I get a crease down the middle of my petal. I don't think the crease is that good, so I'm going to add more heat to it. When I like the way the crease looks, I am then going to fold my petal back, take my little stick that I have and push it on. Oop, well, now that's not good, so I'm going to have to use the other side because I totally messed that up. But it gets softer when you put it on the iron, and then you can mold it any way you'd like. And I am going to continually press it up against the iron and see how I can change the shape of my flower petal by just putting it on the iron. It helps me mold the shape I want. So again, I am going to fold it in half and add a little bit more heat. And then pull. That's all I'm doing, is pulling to make the shapes I want out of my petal. And see, here it is. I still have my crease, so I'm going to show you that again. Taking my petal, folding it in half. And then putting it on the iron. And then you can stretch it any way you'd like because it helps make it pliable so that you can do this. Now I want a little curve in the top. So as you can see, I am kind of bending it and pulling it also, just like that. And then again, putting the crease in the middle. One more time, taking my flower petal, stretching it out, folding it in half, touching the back on my iron and shaping it any way you'd like. I want the petal in the middle, folded, and then I would like to fold this back. And then you just bend it, and it's pliable. Just like that. So I'm going to do the other 3 and come back. Now I'm going to take a marker, a red marker, and I'm going to put some dots on my flower. Just putting dots on the flower, just like that. I'm going to do that to all of my petals. If you're not getting the crease you want, just keep folding it in half to give you the crease. And I'm going to continue with the dots. If you want more curl to your flower, then just put it up against your iron even longer. And then you just shape it, just like that. Just pull it around your thumb or your index finger. So I took a straw and I wrapped it with the green floral tape, and now I'm going to first assemble my flower just like this with hot glue, and then I will put it on my stem. So I'm taking my flower petal, and I'm taking another petal, and there you go, layer together. Then I'm going to take another one and do the same thing. I'm going to build it up on the table, and then when it's done, I will get ready to assemble it onto my stem. Now, tiger lilies kind of are in this shape, like in a cone shape. So I'm going to bend this together, and then I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to add some hot glue. I am going to put my flower like this and put it on there. We're not done yet because I still have to add the wrap in the middle also. Now I'm going to take some wrap, floral wrap, and I am going to start wrapping. Oh my goodness. More glue. I'm going to hold this for a couple minutes so that it adheres, because I apparently didn't give it enough time. Push it down. It's still not dry yet, so I'm going to use some wrap, because that should adhere to the glue also. Continue pushing this down. I'm going to grab my wrap and start wrapping it around the flower itself, because it's not working out with just the hot glue. So I'm going to wrap it around the base of the flower just like this, and continue wrapping it. Then I'm going to add some glue to the middle, just like that. Put the stem on, and then there we go. Much easier. And hold it on there till it dries. Okay, now I'm going to add some more of the green tape around, and then we're going to work on the middle. Now for the middle, sorry about that, I'm taking a piece of yellow and I'm cutting it, and then I'm going to do little lines down. You know what I'm saying? Like lines down, like we did on for the purple flower. And then I'm going to roll this up and put some hot glue on it. And squunch it together. And then this is going to be the middle of your flower. So you take your hot glue, you stick it right in the middle of your flower, and then this is what it looks like. Okay, and I think I want to make this a little tighter, so I'm going to add some more. Oh my goodness, I keep trying to get closer and I keep bumping the camera. I apologize. So I'm going to squunch it up with some hot glue to have it closed more. So I'm going to have to wait a couple minutes, but I did put a dab of glue in there, and now I'm waiting for it to adhere. And then I'm going to put some more right over here. And squunch it up in there. And hold it. So there's one and here's the other. Okay? Now I'm going to be making one of the, what is it called? Plumeria? One of these flowers. I think they're so pretty. Here's the other one I made. So we're going to work on that right now. So here we go. Just going to cut circles with a point, like a teardrop. Okay? So I right now have 3, you need 5 petals to make these. I have 4 already cut, and basically what I did was I just used a circle and then I make it into a teardrop. So I'm going to cut this out into a circle-ish type teardrop, and there we go. Here's all 5 of them, and I'm going to take a highlighter and I'm going to do the middle and around the outside. Your fingers are going to end up with highlighter on them, so have a cloth or something around to wipe your hand off when you do this. So I am just coloring it and then adding a little yellow around the edges. So I'm going to do that to all of them, just coloring it in with the highlighter, which it will fade and it won't be as yellow. I'm not going to do everyone around the entire flower itself, but when you do, you add the yellow around the entire petal. You can just do the bottom part of the petal, the center, another one, and here's another one. Then, after you wipe your hands off, which is what I need to do, and then you need to use your iron, which I have right here, my iron, and you want your petals to go back like this. So here I go with the iron. And you want to bend them back. So I'm basically just putting them on the iron and having them go back. And then you take your fingers and you shape it any way you'd like. Very simple, really cool, easy to do. I just try not to burn yourself, and you just shape it and bring it around. Now, to put your flower together, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, put it on the bottom, and right like that. Just like that. And you're going to go and do that all the way around. 5 times. And you want to kind of push in as you do it, because you want your flower to have the center in. And then one more. Isn't that pretty? So you pretty much want your centers, your point, to be behind when you're putting your flower on. And what I mean by that is you take your point and you make sure it's behind, and then you glue your flower together. Add more glue, and you're overlapping them as best you can to make the plumeria. I hope I'm saying that right. I just think they're beautiful flowers. I think I'd like to have these curve more and add more yellow to them. So I'm going to work on that. But this is how it looks right now, and I'd like it more curved, so I'm going to scrunch it up some to get it more curved, and I'm going to add some more yellow and have the petals go back like this one. So be right back. Here it is. I made it a little blue also. So, excuse me. This is all the flowers I've made. I made some roses and some tiger lilies and some plumerias and lavender. Thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I hope you'll come back real soon to see what I create next. Thanks. Bye.